Yo, this is Anxiously Arting, and I finally done it! Insert that children clapping and celebrating sound that my dad always used to use on family videos editing an iMovie, but he slowed it down so it sounded really horrifying. Okay, I'm not gonna put this off any longer because I am so done with this, so let's get going. This is Vivian Kobayashi, or as she goes by, Vivi. I chose this name because whenever I used to play Legos, or Lego if you want to be more proper about it, with my two brothers, I would always have a character named Vivian, and she would go by Vivi. So that transferred into my original characters, and now I have a character named Vivian who goes by Vivi because I'm so quirky! I chose the last name Kobayashi because I really like it. And then I was thinking, because I was doing research on what the name means, and from what I could find, it's like small grove, like little forest, kind of loosely, I guess. Don't quote me on that. But I want to try to fit the meaning of her name into her family or her story, but I'm not entirely sure, because she's a main character, but not as central as some of the other characters. But I don't want to neglect her. It's iffy. Vivian's character, of course, came out of Lego Characters of Yonder, and also wanting another bubbly character, similar to Calypso, except unlike Calypso, Vivian is more energetic and friendly and in your face, because Calypso has some things that they've experienced in their past, but Vivian tends to have a more neutral backstory. So she's definitely more forward than Calypso can be. Similar to her two friends out of this little trio, Rory and Mateo, Vivian is 18, but her main points in her story are when she's around 16. I don't know why I keep saying that, because it doesn't matter, but for some reason I keep writing it down in my notes, so apparently it's important enough to repeat 3 times. So whatever. Her birthday is April 17th. I didn't really have a reason for that. I just thought that was kind of when our birthday should be. I might change it. I'm not really sure. I'm not really attached to the idea, but yeah, for now it's April 17th. For Vivi's design, I wanted to explore more of what I consider like fashion stuff, because I myself am getting more into fashion. So that's how she ended up with her facial piercings and split dyed bangs and all that. I realized that I'm actually a sucker for split-dyed hairstyles. Not Todoroki from My Hero Academia, but I'm talking characters like Paper Star from Carmen Sandiego, Tsuchigomori from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, and then Gen from Dr. Stone. Thinking through it, I think a lot of my design elements for Vivi came from Paper Star, because I just love Paper Star. Well, I'm just gonna leave that there. As for Vivian's, aesthetic, she's the only character that I have more limited, so her color palette is basically, black, and that more, edgy middle schooler, I guess, but in a more fashionable sense. That's explaining it poorly, but yeah, kind of blacks and whites, and then she loves the accent of purple. She's a purple girly. Unlike Mateo, who was the last character I did, I have a ton on Vivian as a person, but less so as a character in the story. But as for her person, she's really into photography, and she loves to use her 2 pals as models, because she doesn't like to take photos of herself necessarily, but she does of other people. She also really likes rubber duckies, because she can, and then she is a hopeless romantic, and she just wants a girlfriend so bad. But she doesn't have one, and thus remains a single lesbian. Finally, Vivian's song is Wrecking Ball by Mother Mother, which I literally just changed a month ago because I had another one and I was listening to it over and over again, and I was like, this is definitely a Vivian song, but it's not Vivi's song. So then I came across Wrecking Ball and I was like, this is it, and I was super excited, and that was just before I started working on this video, and I'm like, this is why it took me so long to do this, because I had to find the perfect song. At least that's just the excuse I'm using, hee hee. And thus, we conclude the 9 with Vivian Kobayashi, leaving us with Vivian Kobayashi, Mateo Luna, Rory Daniels, Kona Epos, Sovin Lee, Arlo Epos, Kate Alexander, Calypso Epos, and lastly, Juniper Kai. I'm so happy I finally did it! This series was supposed to be over last year in October, but nobody's perfect. But yeah, so thank you for watching all of these videos, and I have tons of ideas that I have already started working on, and I'm excited to start putting videos out about. So thank you for watching, whether it was just 5 seconds of this video or all 9 of the videos. I really appreciate it, and I will see you later. Thank you. Bye!